All right, what's going on? It's been a little while. I've been really busy. As some of you know, I've transitioned to a job with Medtronic for the past 5 months or so. So I've been a little bit busy getting used to that. So I haven't really had as much time to sort of devote to these as I have been. So I apologize. But now I'm going to start getting more ingrained with them like I have been previously. So I wanted to make a video to kind of overview essentially what the top skills are of reps that are essentially successful in this industry and sort of give them to you as far as for what hiring managers look for, what your counterparts are going to be looking for when they're going to be telling the hiring managers about you, to arrange a phone call with them. So it really just comes down to a few character traits or skills that you can develop that make you a little bit more marketable in the industry, if that makes sense. So number one, we're going to start off with grit, and that is essentially the ability to get beaten down and just come back the next day. So especially when you're new, completely new, let's just say completely fresh from this, you're not going to know anything off the bat. So you have to know that going in and know how fresh you're going to be and just sort of expect to just drink from a fire hose or just get absolutely stomped on and just understand that that's what's going to happen in the beginning. Some people can't handle this, but you should know that going in. You should know that you're going to have to roll with the punches and do everything, that you got to do to be successful in this. Number two is going to be determination. Everyone has got to be determined in this industry. If you're not determined to reach the next goal or reach the next sale or, bring another doctor on board for whatever you do, you're going to get stagnant. And this is a numbers game at the end of the day. So you have to be determined and set goals for yourself in order to be successful in this long term. That's what hiring managers want. That's what district managers want. That's what the people you work with want, because they want people that are motivated to come out there every day and essentially work with them. Now, the next thing that I wanted to talk about was people that are sales minded. This is a very important one, something that I've realized now. Some people are good at building relationships. They can talk the talk with people, keep them entertained, sort of schmooze, so to speak. But sales minded, in my opinion, really means, how do I figure out how to talk to this person, or how do I figure out what makes them tick, or who do I have to talk to in order to get to them? Those sort of things. It's sort of piecing together the pie in order to get in front of who you need to talk to. Building relationships only get you so far, and I think building relationships, or the ability to do so, is sort of it should be a given in these jobs. Like, if you can't do that, then you shouldn't even really be a candidate for this role to begin with. Another thing is not taking no for an answer. Now, this can get kind of tricky, so to speak, because obviously if they tell you no, don't come right back in there and try and convince them, but realize why they said no, realize what you have to do to maybe convince them to say yes, or maybe give your services better value to where they do say yes, that kind of thing. So as soon as someone says no to you or they're happy with a competitor, you can't be happy with that, or else, your job is done. So figure out the things that you need to do to get them interested and maybe come back there with a different value prop, something like that. Next one is actually going to be the ability to sort of get told no in a sense and still be thankful for their time. Because some people will get told no by surgeons and they'll get really upset and they'll go and they won't want to come back into the office. But if you're very respectful to them and tell them that, how you feel, thank you for your time, I know you're not interested at this time, but even just thanks for meeting with me, it means the world to me. They're going to respect that. So thank them for their time, no matter what happens. Be very appreciative for all the time that they do give you, even if it is a no at first. And then, just be appreciative overall, just to even be in this job as a whole. So those are some things that help me and some of the things that I see from the top reps in the areas, as far as what helps get them in the door and keep them in the door at certain jobs. So if this helps you, feel free to leave a like, comment, and, subscribe if you haven't already. It does help me a bunch. The only thing that's going to get it out to, more people down the line. So without that, I'll see you next time.